News, there was a third attempt on the assassination of Donald Trump. This is absolutely getting insane. First question when all this came out, how on earth did a gun get in there? The president of the United States that has already had 2 attempts on his life is coming to a dinner, and I would expect them to have higher security. I would expect them to be on high alert. And thank God our president is okay. Thank God nobody else got hurt from this psychopath that was inside of the lobby. But what is so disturbing about this entire situation, I think this explains it all. Elon Musk says it perfectly. They are willing to die to kill the democratically elected president. This is the issue that we are facing now. It is not Trump inside of another country that risked his life in Saudi Arabia, that risked his life in the Middle East, that risked his life in Europe, in China, in North Korea, everywhere where people should be hating him, they don't. And yet somehow in his own country, on his own soil, people are making attempts on his life. And how sick and disgusting is it for people to just see a leader and a man trying to do his job, a man trying to do the country right after it has been screwed up for so many years, and they still hate him. They want his life to be ended. And the biggest issue that we're facing is that we are living in a world with so much hate. And it's not even just from the Democratic side, but there is so much separation inside of the Conservative Party. There is so much separation because of pure hatred. Those podcasters, those so-called leaders that are breaking apart our party. I've always said this. It is okay to have a different opinion. That doesn't mean that you need to promote hatred for somebody. We're already getting attacked by the left. There were already people that hated us and wanted us dead on the left. We don't need that infiltrating the right. What I find so hilarious about this entire situation is that most of those people that started this whole movement about, separating the Conservative Party, they were Democrats before. Think about that. Isn't it crazy that these people have the gall to stand up on a stage all for their own appearance, all for their own clout, and they're stood right next to him. They're willing to give praises to Donald Trump, but in a second, they're willing to turn their backs on him because that's just their nature. And you know what's insane about that? I know that there are going to be so many people on the internet that are going to be celebrating that Trump was almost shot at. I can't even look at Kamala and say I would want the same thing for her. Regardless of what they do, regardless of what they believe in, regardless of how twisted and evil they can be, I never want to wish death upon somebody. I'll never wish death upon a leader. You have to be evil. You have to be mentally sick to wish death upon somebody. So do those podcasters, those people who claim that they speak for the people. Well, if you really did care about the people, you wouldn't be promoting hatred, because we're already in a world that is so messed up. We're already in a world that is so violent. We don't need more people egging it on, because this is what it leads to. It already led to one hero being shot. Do we really want somebody else dying? Whether those podcasters had voted them in and suddenly changed their opinions about him, guess what? He's still in office. He will continue to be in office, and he will continue to serve his presidency. So no matter how many attempts you try to take on his life, just like President Donald Trump said tonight, the show must go on.